We're down here at the Athletic Club Brewery. I'm here with Pete, one of the head brewers down here. Thanks for joining us, mate, on BFNL TV.
Oh, thanks for inviting me along. It's great to be along today and sampling a couple of beers in the brewery.
Oh, it's the best place to be, mate. You must have the best job in the world, surely.
A lot of people say it's a job, but I think it's just, it's a holiday every day.
Now, very exciting partnership, particularly with the finals coming up just around the corner. Joining the Ballarat Football Netball League as part of the final series as the head sponsor. And the beauty is, not only do you get to have the name marqueed on the finals, but we also get to sample some of your finest beers.
Oh yeah, look, we were rapt when the team up at the BFNL come along, and yeah, we're really excited about being out there and supporting local football. Yes, we've brewed a special beer for it. It's a mid-strength beer that will come out, as well as our 4.5% lager. They're labelled up for the BFL and 1893 to signify the foundation of the league, and a cheeky little 3.2 mid-strength we call a 20-point lead. A little write up on the cans about it, so we're looking forward to not only participating in the finals and supporting those, but looking for people to come along to the finals to enjoy a nice beer.
Fantastic, and I'll have to ask the $1 million question, mate. How did you get into making your own beer? Because obviously we're trying your different beers. There's always a bit of a personal touch behind it.
Yeah, look, a long time back I'd travelled through the States and seen some very small microbreweries, very similar to ours now. And yeah, they were about serving community, and that's where we decided, yeah, that's where we'll set our goals to open up a brewery. How it came about, I retired and I just needed something to do. I was a bit too young, and so what better else as a couple of guys come in here and say, this is the ultimate man shed. So it is, but yeah, we thought we'd make a few beers. So we make quite a wide variety of beers, from some very, very nice darks and to some pale ales and some specialty beers. But what's very, very popular for us is our lagers and that, because that's typically Australian. But yeah, our pale ale and some of our specialty stouts go off pretty well as well.
Now we'll have to do the old sample job, mate. So what you've got there is that's the 3.2%, the white one.
Yes, yeah, that's our 20-point lead lager.
Excellent.
Or as some people are calling it, ACM, Athletic Club Mid. And what you've got there to enjoy is our very, very popular 1893 lager.
Oh, happy days. Happy days. That's a winner for me. It's the first time I've sampled it, and I love it because it doesn't pack a punch too hard. It's not too bitter. The flavour's not too strong, but most importantly, it is a nice, refreshing drop. The flavour hits the palate nice and then smooth all the way right down.
Oh, thanks for that. You know, look, that's one of the things that we like with our beers, is we try to make them drinkable, in the sense that, you know, if you're over the top with your hops, or, you know, too bitter and things like that, people go, oh, I can only have one or two of those. We'd like to think you can have 3 or 4 and enjoy them for the fact that they've got a nice taste.
Yeah, with your one, mate, so how would you describe the flavour in that one?
Look, what we aim for here is, because, again, instead of going sort of like too off mainstream or make it too hoppy, we really aim this at the punter that goes along to the football. So we've used the same formula for our lager, and the difference, to get a smaller ABV, we wanted to maintain the hop character in there, but we just wound the malts back a little bit, and the same thing. It tastes exactly the same, and as we compared before, the colours are right there, but it's a little bit more sessionable. So you'll be able to last the day on drinking 3.2s.
That's fantastic. I mean, these are keys for when your footy fans get out there and they're enjoying some nice drops, getting an idea of some of the flavours that you might experience, because you might get your average footy punter will go out there and go, oh, look, we haven't really warmed to the craft beer, but when they try them, their mind is blown straight away.
Oh, yeah, look, and that's what both of these have done. Here in the brewery and in our bar, we've had a lot of people come in and say, oh, I only drink one of the more popular brands. And we say, well, sorry, we brew our beer here. And they try it and they go, oh, and especially when we have functions, they have the first one after they're saying, oh, I've drank this for 35 years. Well, you have to have one of these. And by the end of the night, they're saying, this is fantastic, and away they go.
That's fantastic. That's a great way to get an introduction to the craft beer industry too.
Yeah. It's not, you don't come in here and have all the hops and everything. You just come in and have something that you're more comfortable with. and then as you get used to that, you might want to progress on or stay with that.
You got a special offer for clubs as well, mate? Tell us a bit about what you're going on.
Oh yes, look, all the clubs. We've spoken to a lot of the clubs, and we can offer, as we're labelling up cans specifically for the final series with our logo and the footy league's logo on there that's on all the publicity and everything, so they'll look fantastic for that. But we can do the same thing for clubs, dress them up in their team colours, and and that's great for their supporters. They can buy some beers. Look, I don't like to say it, but Essendon's just following the stream of Ballarat Football League and getting their own beer out, and we've had it going for 6 months. But but I suppose the Bombers are looking elsewhere to get a few tricks.
Oh, we're a good club, mate. Yeah. We're a good club.
I support them as well.
Yeah. Oh, you're a good man. You're a good man. Well, certainly a very exciting time. We do appreciate your support with the Ballarat Football Netball League, and most importantly, to get your product out there is a fantastic product. It's amazing. A great introduction. We couldn't stress that enough to those who are generally mainstream beer drinkers. Try something here. Gives you a little bit of that taste, and it's a good sample. And hopefully, we'll have more customers coming through the doors.
Yeah. Well, look, we've seen this, our partnership with the footy league and for the finals is a key part about us getting out into the community. A lot of people say, "Oh, look, we didn't know you're down the bottom end of Mare Street," but here's a chance while you're at the footy. Try a couple of beers. If you like it, you'll come back for more. So hopefully a fair few more people will pick them up around town and their surrounding towns too, because we're starting to move into Melton and Sunbury and Bacchus Marsh as well. So we really support the league up that way.
Terrific, mate. Well, thanks so much for joining us here on the BFNL TV, and we appreciate your support again, and thanks for the lovely top drop, mate.
Cheers.